Okay, give us just one moment to start the recording.
What's Dad's interview about?
Okay, so here we go. Right here I have my dad.
Hello.
We are very fast going to interview him. So these are just random questions that I thought up about, and this is just so you guys can learn a little bit more about him. So our first question, Dad, is who do you admire?
Well, that's a great question. That's a good question. My wife, I admire. She has great taste in husbands. I, uh, I'm big picture. I admired my dad and my mom. They were both kind and hardworking people. So I think I would say my mom and my dad.
Okay. Who inspires you to be a better person?
Oh, that's a good question. My children inspire me to be better because they're kind and they help me learn if I make a mistake.
Give me a cup of water too.
And also, my wife helps me be a better person. She's very good at helping point out any areas I could maybe improve on.
Okay. This is one that's not in my list that I thought about. This will also follow along with the question that I'm gonna talk about in the end. What do you do for a living?
Oh, my job is to help people. So if people save money, they want that money to try to grow to be bigger. Sort of like if I plant some corn, it grows bigger if people work with the plants. And so what I'm going to do, my job is to help people. My job is to help people grow their money.
Okay, thank you. Next off we have thanks you, Mom. Next up, what is your favorite sport?
Swimming.
Okay. If you were able to be president, what would you change the U.S.?
Oh, that's a good question. If I was president, I would be encouraging people today in the middle of the pandemic. I'd be encouraging people to wear masks.
That doesn't exactly follow along with what question I'm trying to ask. What I'm trying to ask is, what would you do to change the U.S.?
Oh, I would make it mandatory for children to go to school all day, all through the summer.
Okay, I don't like the sound of that. I'm never gonna vote for you.
But no homework.
Oh, in that case, yes. Would school be free?
School would be free. Also, I would make a rule that moms and dads will only give desserts to children.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, good.
Next question. How did you feel when I started my YouTube channel?
I was very proud of you because it shows that you're not afraid to learn and try new things.
If you could invent a branch in the military, what would the name be, and what would it be about?
Well, Space Force was recently invented by President Trump, so I wouldn't do outer space. So let's think here. We have outer space is all covered. We have the Navy covered, so that's the water. We have the air covered, and we have the ground covered with the Army and the Marines. I would probably do underground force, where I'm focused on just protecting us from invaders coming in from underneath the ground.
What would the name be?
Underground force.
Okay. What would you like to be famous for?
Being being kind, or being very handsome?
That's kind of what I thought. I thought you'd say good looking.
Well, look at us. I mean, these are two good-looking fellas. Okay,
What is your hobby?
playing with my family.
What do you what chose you to be what do you do for a living again?
My job is to help people with manage their money, invest.
Okay, how did you decide you wanted to do that for a living?
Uncle Brent inspired me there. Uncle Brent and I were watching a TV show one day about money, and I was telling him how exciting and interesting it was. He goes, you should do that for a living. And I said, wow, I had no idea anybody did that for a living. And so then that's how I got into it.
How old were you when that happened?
Probably 25.
Huh. I'm shocked you didn't know about that then. Here's a couple other questions I've been thinking about. How long did it take you to learn Microsoft? Because in case you didn't know, my dad right here, he is not a Microsoft. He is not a Google person. He's on Microsoft. How long did it take you to learn Microsoft?
When I was growing up, Microsoft was really the only thing available, and so I learned it when I was starting in college.
Just like today, how Google is the only thing now children.
That is true. Children seem to know more about technology than people like me.
Technology. I should probably put that in my edits. Technology. And another question is, do you like the outdoors?
I do like to be outside, especially when the weather is nice.
How long have you had the job you have right now?
I have been helping people with their money for about 12 years now, and I have worked at my current company for about
A year, probably.
Yeah.
I'd say a year and a half. In case you didn't know, for the first, it's coming up to 2 years.
Yeah, I've been there 2 years.
In October, it will be 2 years.
Okay.
I think. I'm just making that up.
I think it was in the summertime when I started there.
So yeah, probably 2 years. So in case you didn't know, for the first 5 years of my life, he worked at a company we live in Ohio, specifically in Columbus. I'm not giving away our exact location, but most of our viewers know where I live. I think I can view our viewers that they're like YouTubers. Just for an example, Jake the Viking. I know he's a YouTuber, and he can view his subscribers. I can't do that, but like we live in Central Ohio is a better way to phrase it.
That's a good answer.
And so and there's something called downtown Columbus, about half an hour away from us. And he used to, and down there there's a business is open so listing.
Mm-hmm.
And he worked for the business called Opus, and Opus is again a money saving company. And that today he works at Morgan Stanley at a complex called Easton. It's basically like an arcade hangout thing, just like something you would go to like Devon Bus or something like that. So yeah, there I go, just interviewing my dad. So hope you enjoyed.